There's a lot of interest in the Alex Murdaugh trial, with the jury set to start deliberating soon. The disbarred attorney is accused of killing his wife and son at their home in South Carolina. The trial has been going on for 6 weeks now. There have been more than 75 witnesses and 800 documents. Shauna Lloyd, legal analyst for ABC News, is with us live. It's good to see you. Good morning.
Always a pleasure.
So yesterday we know that jurors went out to the crime scene, the actual Murdaugh home. Do you think that this move was effective?
This tactic was effective because what it allowed the jury to see is the distances, and they can relate it to the time frames that they have. So they're able to take all of this information, the testimony about where everyone was, and actually see it in real life, so that way they could make their own determination about what was possible and what was not possible.
So prosecutors have painted Alex Murdaugh as a thief, a drug addict, but have they convinced the jury that he's a killer?
You know, that's a very high burden, because he himself admitted on the stand that, yes, he is a liar, he's a drug addict, he's done bad things, but he made a very definitive line about saying that that does not make me a murderer. I did not commit these murders. So there's a very high burden that the state has to prove, especially because all they really have is a lot of circumstantial evidence.
So does that work in Murdaugh's favor, you think?
Absolutely, Terrell. Anytime you have a case against a defendant, when we're talking about mostly circumstantial evidence, jurors are very responsible, and they're very aware of their duty to make sure that there is no reasonable doubt before they connect. The most damaging piece of information against this particular defendant, Alex Murdaugh, is going to be that tape that puts him, the Snapchat video that places him at the scene of the crime minutes before the murders.
All right, it's going to be interesting to watch this. I mean, do you think we'll see deliberations move along quickly, or is this something that's going to drag out for a while?
That's always the million-dollar question, right? We can never predict juries, but let's remember they have a lot of information that they're going to be talking about with one another. They have a lot of experts, and so depending on everyone's point of view, jurors always come into the deliberation room somewhere on the scale. They have a base idea, but then they're definitely going to discuss it, because jurors do take their responsibility very seriously, so there's going to be a lot of discussion about this particular case.
All right, we'll be watching it. Shauna Lloyd this morning, legal analyst for ABC News. It's really good to see you. Thank you so much.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.